Hey guys, welcome to Alpha Cave. We're back again, once again, to talk about some stocks. And last time we talked about Disney, which I thought was really interesting. And Disney today actually has gone back up. Yesterday and today has gone back up and done very well. So if you bought some when it was nice and low, congratulations. Hopefully it stays high. However, coronavirus, COVID 19, there's going to be another spike. The numbers are increasing. We're getting more cases. So expect these numbers to not hold up. I expect them to go back down again. So today for me was just a day of holding, just looking, watching, seeing what's going on with the stock market, and liking that those numbers were going up, which was a nice thing. Good news is always nice. But today I was going to talk about Google. I know we've talked about Google before when I talked about NRZ compared to Google, and we compared how much you would make with one or the other if you invested for a whole year with reinvesting your dividends in NRZ. And we saw they were kind of equivalent, but Google is still a very attractive company that I think I would like to invest into. So today I wanted to talk about that a little bit and probably compare it a little bit to Amazon because Amazon is another giant that's actually doing great. And let me just tell you, I think if you invest in either of these companies would be fantastic. But let's talk about it a little bit and see what you think about what I'm thinking on this. So let's look at these screens real quick. First of all, let's talk about Amazon. And you see that the price of Amazon is almost $2,000 there. And the amount of shares that they have is almost 500,000,000 shares. And so today was a very good day, went up $69, which was very nice. But if you look at the quarterly earnings, you see how much they make per share. So the earnings per share is pretty good. You go $7 back in March, then in June it went up 522, September was 423, and December was 647 earnings per share. Those are really good. If you look at their yearly earnings forecast, you see over the next few years what they expect to be making. And that is amazing to be by 2023 making 89.08 per share. That is fantastic actually. And you can only imagine the dividend, if they do pay dividend at some point, how well that's going to come across to everybody that owns those shares. So now we look at Google, we see that the stock price is $1,162.92. Today went up another $61. Again, I don't expect that to hold. I think it's going to come back down again. In fact, I'll tell you what I was waiting for, which I did mention in another video before. But let's go on and see how they're doing as far as their financials. You can see that the quarterly earnings are actually better than they were for Amazon. You're looking at 1190, 1421, 1012, and 1535. That's amazing. And the forecast for the next year actually looks similar to what it would be for Amazon, but maybe a little lower for 2023. They don't expect it to grow as fast, I guess, as Amazon. But all these numbers look fantastic. They look very, very good. They look like it would be very much worth your time to invest into a company like this. So you can see here on this graph that Alphabet does do better as far as their net income as compared to what Amazon does on their net income. And that makes a big difference. Of course, Amazon and Google are both growing. They're going to keep on growing. And no matter where you put your money, I think it's going to be a good investment one way or another. So that's a quick comparison with Amazon. Not all the details, but some of the details that might make a difference whether you invest into one or the other. Now, if you're just starting with investing, you might not want to just go straight to Google or Amazon. You may want to diversify your money into some of the other companies that are out there that are doing fantastic. Look at this time of crisis that we have right now and see all the companies that are doing fantastic. And all the food, you're looking at all the things like the tissue paper, Purell's, all these different companies that are actually doing fantastic because they're selling out everywhere. So those companies are going to report some great numbers coming up. So, I mean, look at all the things that work during a time of crisis. Look at some of the things that don't work at a time of crisis like this. And do you want to invest into those? Do you want to invest into airlines? Do you want to invest into the cruise lines? I mean, what is the way you want to go with this? If you want to maximize the amount of money that you're going to make, it might take a little longer, but you might make the same amount of money in the long run. So, as far as diversifying is really, really important. And if you put all your money into Google or into Amazon or into one stock only, you're either going to win big, you're going to lose big, and you have to be careful with that. Now, at the point that Google or Amazon start giving out dividend, they're probably going to give out great dividend. Their numbers are fantastic, and so you'll probably win because of that. But right now, we have to just wait for them to keep on growing and that stock price to keep on going up and up and up, which they seem to be doing except for now. Now, where was my buy-in point for Google? If you saw one of my other videos, I mentioned usually at the end of the videos I put in a little music, I put in a little bit of information as to things I maybe don't mention during the video. But my buy point was about under 1,000, and that's where I wanted to buy. It never really got there. It got to 1040 in that range. So I've adjusted where I would buy it. So I'm thinking at about 1,020 would be a good buying point for me. I think everything's going to drop again. Like I said, I think there's another wave coming from all the reports I see. We are now, I think, number one as far as cases. We're up to about 85,000 cases in the United States of coronavirus, of COVID-19, I should say. So those numbers are going to keep on going up. They're not going down anytime soon. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And we are going to have to keep on fighting that. But during that fight, it's going to affect this. I was amazed to see the unemployment rate, of course, was going to go up no matter what. But unemployment went up and the stock prices went higher. I don't get it. But it happened that way. So what do? I guess the stimulus package really helped the economy. Everybody thinking positive. But for now, I think the message stays the same for everybody. Stay indoors. Don't go out. Wash your hands. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Take care of everybody. Take care of your neighbors. Don't hoard things. And pick wisely when you pick stocks. Now, because we're not doing a lot of the sports talk in the man cave currently because of our social distancing, apparently, maybe that's why. I don't know why. But I'm going to say that's the reason that we haven't done any yet. Or maybe because there's no sports to talk about. But anyway, let's give you a little trivia question. Let's see if you all know this. Who is Roger Bannister? Does anybody know? Without actually looking it up, text down your answer down at the bottom or write it down at the bottom of this video. See if you know who that is. It would be interesting how many people actually know the answer to that. Guys, thank you so much for watching Alpha Cave. We really appreciate you looking, watching, and recommending this to other people. And ask us any questions you want about stocks, about sports, about medicine. Doesn't matter. I'm probably going to make another medicine video on White Coat Medicine Talks pretty soon about this coronavirus. And keep on informing people about everything that's going on. But today it was about stocks. Today it's about Google and whether we really want to invest into this company or not. I kind of like it. I hope you do too. Remember guys, we're not experts in the stock market, but we just like to invest and we like to share our information with you guys. So I hope you all enjoy it. Take care.